Hi everybody and welcome. This is Chuck Boulais and that's me in the picture in the center of your screen right there. Today I'm doing a video review on an upcoming product called Video Genesis by Andy Jenkins and Mike Filsaime. Mike, I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. I know I'm not and I do apologize for that. Today I'm going to be speaking kind of quickly here because I have a lot to say about Video Genesis and this video may already go a little longer than I want. So I do want to speak quickly, but please bear with me because there's a lot of good information in here and I really want to make sure I get it all out to you. Before we go any further, I want you to know that I'm not trying to sell you Video Genesis by Andy Jenkins and Mike Filsaime, and I have no affiliation with the company or the product, so you will not find an advertising link to Video Genesis down below in my YouTube video description, and you can put your money away right now. For those of you who've never seen one of my videos before, I'd like to tell you a little bit about me. As I said, my name is Chuck Boulais, and I've been in the marketing business for well over 20 years. And when I left that career, I did so to start my own business on the greatest landscape the world has ever known as far as entrepreneurship is concerned, the World Wide Web. I think the internet is the greatest place for someone to start a business today, but when I did that, I banged my head against the wall for well over a year, just trying to figure out the basics of online marketing, how to make money online, and where me and my personal talents and skill set just might be a good fit. Now, during that time, I spent literally tens of thousands of my own dollars from my own savings and retirement accounts just trying to break into making money online. I ended up buying almost every kind of internet program, one-on-one coaching plan, and different online product launch that you can possibly imagine, and each and every one of those products told me that I'd make thousands of dollars a month, and most of those products and programs almost always promised that I'd do so with very little effort on my part, maybe even with only one or two clicks of the computer mouse, or maybe even totally on autopilot. So I want you to know that I'm not an online guru. I'm not a member of any inner circle. I'm just a normal, everyday guy who's made mostly good decisions, but in all honesty, I have my share of bad ones too. But after some bumps and bruises, my online business has finally taken off, and I've been having some really great results. Now let me tell you that most of that success has come since I made a conscious decision to help people online as much as I can, and since I started doing these videos. And once I decided that even if I can keep one person a day from making just one of the same mistakes I made, I think it will all be worth it. Success will come to me, and that's because I truly believe that success comes to those who help others and who love what they do. Now, during all of that unbelievably long and personally painful and expensive personal research that I had to do, the most important thing I found out is that when you're looking into buying any type of product or program that's being offered for sale to you online, it's a business decision. So you're going to want to utilize your business wisdom and your business acumen, or else you're going to end up just being another victim and you're going to lose a lot of valuable time and money, and I don't think any of us can afford to waste one single bit of either one of those valuable resources. Now, if you can remember to utilize that business wisdom and business acumen of yours at all times, and always keep in mind that just about 90% of program launches online are either really bad fits for people in their particular personal talents and skill sets, or they underdeliver on their promises, or are just repackaged old products, or maybe some of them are even just out-and-out scams, you can save yourself a lot of time, money, and energy. Now, I'm not saying that Video Genesis by Andy Jenkins and Mike Filsaime is a scam or a bad fit for anyone. None of those things, not at all. I just want you to know a little bit about what you're getting into right up front so you can make an informed decision, and you don't end up throwing your money at yet another product that leads you down a long dark road that just doesn't work out for you, and you find yourself at yet another dead end, all that much more broke, and losing all of that precious time. So, what is Video Genesis? Video Genesis is a new training and content course platform developed and marketed by Andy Jenkins and Mike Filsaime. The initial teaser videos and PDFs for Video Genesis have been recently released since about the middle of June, so you've probably already gotten some solicitation emails from this product or seen some ads for it somewhere, and that's why you're here. These are probably the best marketing videos I have ever seen for an online product launch, bar none. As you would expect, they're professionally done, really entertaining, they are not phony in the least, and they give you a lot of good information for absolutely free. I can only imagine how good the full-blown product is going to be. If Video Genesis is only as good as the product introduction videos, this thing is going to be a gem. But it may be overkill for many internet marketers like myself. I make most of my living by publishing these videos to YouTube, and while they may not be the most professional looking videos, they serve my purpose, and I really don't need a lot of the fancy, shiny, professional studio type stuff being taught in Video Genesis. And that comment is based on the only reservation I have about buying Video Genesis. So for now, at least, I'm going to pass on this product simply because of the price. I was all set to buy Video Genesis, but it's going to start out at $247, which kind of turned me off right at the start, but that's only the beginning. Here's the sequence of events you'll need to steel yourself for when you go to buy Video Genesis. The initial offer made to you to buy Video Genesis will start out at $247, which is already a pretty hefty price. But once you get your credit card out and warmed up, and you've made that bold and actually pretty admirable decision to invest in yet another terrific sounding business tool, and you fill in your credit card information and you press that Buy Now button, you're going to be immediately hit with an additional offer. And by the way, these additional offers, they're called upsells. And then another offer after that, until the total cost for Video Genesis is going to be much more than it was originally advertised. The total cost for Video Genesis is going to be almost $1,000 after all of these upsells are presented to you. And the truth is, you really do have to buy these additional offers, these upsells that I mentioned before, in order for Video Genesis to work as well as you need it to work in the highly, highly competitive online marketplace. Now, these additional offers, these upsells are there because developers don't think you'll buy their product right up front if they tell you the full price right away, no matter how good the product is or how confident they are in it. They know that they've got you ready to buy the product almost sight unseen. You really want help to make money from home online, and that you want it badly enough that you're willing to pay for it, so they don't tell you the actual price of the product up front. They lure you in with that initial lower offering price, and then once you've got your credit card out and warmed up and they've got you in that psychological buying mode, they come back at you over and over until by the end of the whole thing, your head's kind of spinning. You have no idea all that you just bought, and you're not sure why you didn't get it all from the outset anyway. All you know is you've got this terrible feeling in the pit of your stomach. You've just spent hundreds and hundreds of dollars that you probably don't have, and you have a learning curve staring you back in the face that just seems insurmountable. And it kind of makes you feel bad for the person who doesn't know how common a practice upselling is and hasn't been able to prepare themselves against it, doesn't it? Now, I'm going to let you in on a little secret here, a secret technique that you should always try whenever you evaluate any product being offered for sale online. I don't know if Video Genesis has what they call downsells in it, but you should check anyway. If you click off that initial offer, the very first one you're presented with, go ahead and try to click off that initial offer page, and you may be immediately offered Video Genesis for a lower price, a much lower price. Do it again, and you may be offered an even lower price. Now, this is called a downsell, and I mentioned this word before. And here's another little secret for you. Each and every one of those upsells that you're going to be presented with later on after you click on the initial offer, if you click off those upsells and you try to initially refuse them, you may be presented with a downsell for the additional product at a much lower cost. And these lower costs are actually the real cost of Video Genesis. Now, in all honesty, I don't think Video Genesis employs downsells, but it's something you should check on if you find that you just can't live without Video Genesis. By the way, if you've ever seen one of my videos before, you've heard me talk about this practice, this technique of downselling, reducing the product price if you start to walk away. I really don't like this, and it's something we all have to be prepared for on every single one of these new product launches, something we always have to be looking out for. I think it's misleading and unfair, and I really wish product developers would just tell you the price of the products right up front. And everybody in the industry does it, so don't blame Andy Jenkins and Michael Filsaime if they do it here. Like I said, I don't think they do. In any event, they didn't invent it, but this practice of downselling is a very old sales technique that's been around forever, and it's something that's been proven to psychologically make it easier to get you to spend your money over and over and over. Now, Video Genesis is paying very high commissions, and they have a lot of prizes going to its top affiliate marketers, so that should tell you how much money and how much profit they expect to make from this product launch. And because of its high price and high commission payout, you know that this product is going to be popular with email advertisers out there, so be prepared. You're going to be inundated with a lot of emails, advertisements, flashing ads, positive, must-buy reviews, and a lot of advertising is going to be coming at you from all different directions, and it seems like there's going to be a lot of pressure for you to buy this product. Finally, in all good conscience, and these guys are going to hate me for saying this, but I do feel, I have to tell you, that I've looked at and reviewed these kind of programs before, and I've even hired a one-on-one coach for over $10,000, and neither did me as much good as what I'm doing today for free. In any event, there are many good ways to make money online and from home without expensive video software or video production techniques, maybe even in your part-time. Like I said before, I've really started to have a lot of success on the internet recently, and that success has come only since I decided to help people and since I started doing these videos. If you're new to internet marketing, or you've even been here for a while and you haven't made a whole lot of money or seen a lot of success, I want to share something with you that's really been working gangbusters for me. In fact, no one is more surprised than I am at how well this has been working. After wandering around and buying just about every program and product that was being offered out there, like Video Genesis, I finally found a program that worked and finally allowed me to say enough to having to fork out cash to any more of these online product launches, these emails about the latest greatest tricks of the week, or any of those make easy money fast and easy schemes. thank heaven. After spending all those tens of thousands of dollars of my own hard-earned money, I finally found a program called Instant Payday Network. Now, don't worry, I'm not going to ask you to give me any money. That's a promise. So don't go away. Please put your money away. You don't need it. And here's the big surprise. I don't want it. What I'm going to tell you about is 100% free. And right about now, you're probably saying, come on, Chuck, you're just trying to sell me into your program, just like all the other guys out there, man. And I'm going to tell you that no, I'm not selling you anything. I am trying to tell you about a phenomenal opportunity, but I'm not selling you anything because what I want to tell you about costs $0.00. Instant Payday Network is free. It's not $37, it's not $297, it's not even $1. So I'm not selling you anything. Now, what happens with Instant Payday is very simple. You get compensated $58 whenever anyone comes into Instant Payday and completes the free program. Now, the system was created by the guy by the name of Jeff Buchanan, and you can see his picture right there. He's pretty much an ordinary guy. He's very soft-spoken. I've met him, and yes, he is my friend. He's a really good guy, and he's very, very smart. Jeff's system, the way he set it up, he actually has no buy-in fees or upfront costs whatsoever. There are 0 website fees, 0 maintenance fees, and there are no hidden fees later on. There are no upsells after you get in. Once you're in, it's still free. You don't need to learn how to set up a website, how to blog, how to do SEO, how to make videos. You don't need to know any of that stuff, folks. It's really that simple. Now, I do want to put your mind at rest about a few things. Instant Payday is not an MLM. So those of you that have been burned by the multi-level marketing business model, rest easy that Instant Payday is not an MLM. You don't have to bug your friends and family like you would, say, with Amway or Avon or all those other companies that we're also inundated and pressured to sell for. There's no cold calling. You never have to pick up a telephone and call some unsuspecting stranger that you've never met off a list that maybe you had to buy, and you certainly don't ever have to go out and see anyone. And there's no product or inventory to ship. So, what do we get with the Instant Payday Network, ladies and gentlemen? Well, we get a free, complete, turnkey marketing system. And that marketing system includes our choice of not 1, but 3 complete free capture pages. And each one of those capture pages has a tested 35 to 50% conversion rate, with no website hosting fees either. We get a free automated sales funnel so that all of your referrals and all of your leads are funneled directly to you. No one else gets them, no one else sees them. We get a free email autoresponder, and we get all of the free training we need to start making money right now. And oh yeah, did I mention that it's 100% free to get started? Now, I do want to go back and talk a minute about this capture page, the one with the tested 35 to 50% conversion rate. If you had to purchase this tested capture page somewhere else, it's going to cost you $25 to $30 a month just in website hosting fees. And if you wanted to have one designed, built, and tested for you so that it was as effective as the one Jeff gives us for free, that'd be about $200 a year. I know that for a fact because this squeeze page company, I know someone who's used them before, it costs $200 a year. It's a company called Custom Splash. The email autoresponder, if you had to purchase that on your own, that by itself would cost you at least $30 to $50 a month if you went with a company like Aweber or Constant Contact or any one of the hundreds of companies out there that you'd have to spend all that time researching in order to evaluate which one is best for you. Not to mention how long it would take you to learn to set it up and make it run as effectively and efficiently as this one. But Jeff has already done all that, and he provides it to us for free. He's written all of the product introductory emails, all of the follow-up marketing emails, and he's put them in that autoresponder so that they're all sent out automatically at the appropriate intervals. You don't even have to write an email with the Instant Payday system. Jeff does tons of video, audio, and written training here himself, and that training is excellent. It's second to none. He'll take you from the ground up and teach you the basics to the advanced techniques of online marketing and the best and fastest ways to capitalize with this system. And he's not going to charge a dime for any of that either. In addition, you get personal access to me. I'll help you with your training and I'll support you personally, and that's because I really want to build a great team and help my people out. Once you sign up and qualify for the Instant Payday Network system, I give you my personal email address and my phone number, so you're not just left out there twisting in the wind and having to fend totally for yourself. And I can assure you, I'm not going to charge you anything, and I'm always available within just a few hours of your contacting me. Why am I always available? Because I love what I do. I love Instant Payday Network, and I'm grateful for what it's done for me. This is a free system that you can do at home, ladies and gentlemen. You can even do this in your part-time if you'd like. I personally know people making $10,000 to $20,000 a month with Instant Payday Network. Now remember, the reason why Instant Payday Network stands alone from the other programs out there is because it costs nothing to join to get started. Zip, not a zilch. And you make $25 to $58 for each person that signs up for free offers. The other great thing about Instant Payday Network is that you're paid your money from multi-million-dollar corporations. This is all part of their huge advertising budgets that they've have allocated and set money aside for just this kind of advertising. And that means you don't have to rely on the average product developer dude to put his hand into his pocket and give you money whenever he remembers or thinks about it. And this type of compensation system means that you get paid daily with the Instant Payday Network. I get paid every day with Instant Payday. So the question I guess I have for you at this point is, should you spend money for a product like Video Genesis or any other online product for that matter when you could actually earn money with Instant Payday for free? Sometimes making money is simple. I don't think we have to overanalyze this one too much. If you know of another program online that's free to get started, a program that has the potential to make you $10,000 to $20,000 a month, I would encourage you to go for it and embrace it, my friend. On the other hand, if you can't find a program like that online, you just found one. I encourage you, don't pull out your wallet and spend your money on yet another expensive program that you may or may not need. You have an opportunity right here to get started finally making some real money online. You can start making money within 24 to 48 hours, and all you have to do is click the link right below this video. Right below this video, there's a link on the left-hand side in the video description. You won't be disappointed. Go ahead and click one of the links there right below the video. As a matter of fact, I put 2 or 3 links down there right below the like symbol, the thumbs up symbol YouTube gives you. You want to look for the link that says dignityrestore.com, because that's what I want you to do. I want you to restore your dignity and start making money online the way you deserve. Get into and work the Instant Payday program. You won't regret it, I promise. So go ahead and click the link. Give yourself a break. Click the link below and I'll see you on the other side.